Friends, Running Kimono here. So in today's video, we're talking about a very unfortunate run-in I had with a customer service rep. And tell you something, you go to customer service and you don't get a lot of customer service, you get nothing. You get sass, you get spoken down to. That was my experience a couple weeks back over at a grocery store. So I'm going to tell you a little story time on that and a couple tactics on if you have a cashier that just doesn't like couponers or just doesn't like you. How do you deal with that? Because this is the reality. If you're shopping every day or looking for deals every day, you might run into this. So the backstory to this is close to Labor Day, for 2 weeks, they had a $4 M perk advertised in their flyer to make this new product by Downy called Comfy Cozy Scent Beads. It has like vanilla and just, it seems fantastic. It would make it 99 cents. So if you're really into like towels or bedding, I think it would be the most perfect thing to throw in just for that cozy element for the fall. The marketing of this item is genius and I was sold on it. However, at Meijer, I don't have a Kroger, so I couldn't get it for $1. A lot of ladies were getting it for that price point. The M perk is one per store card and it has an expiry date. So I went in earlier in the week and I went in a couple of times looking for like a side cap, looking for it on the shelf, looking for a display. I could not find it. So I had this idea. I was in there on a Friday morning. I had been looking all week. I'm just going to go to customer service and ask for one rain check. And that's where I walked into it. So the backstory, go to customer service and I see a lady working the desk and she does not like me. Back in the day when you could use a lot of coupons at Meijer, she used to work that corral thing where they'd have to verify the coupons sometimes. She'd always sigh and give me a hard time. I don't know, I thought it was maybe part of her sense of humor. But this morning I was kind of in a rush and I really wasn't enjoying her sense of humor. I wanted a rain check. I wanted to leave. I didn't want to sit there and listen to her hum and haw and sigh and take all the oxygen out of the building because she's so irritated the fact that I want one rain check. And I knew it was going to be a problem, but I also knew I didn't have time to go back into this location and ask for the rain check. And this was a product I really wanted to try. So do I ask for it? Don't I ask for it? And if you have anxiety, this is a really hard ask. So I went to her desk and I explained, I'm like, hey, it's in your flyer, but it's not on the shelf. So can you check the back stock or write me a rain check? Two options. And she just flat out said that there was nobody in the back to check the stock and that whatever's on the shelf is what they have. So they don't have it in stock. And then I'm like, okay, well then is it possible to get one rain check? One rain check. And at that point, she informs me they don't have a flyer back there. And I tell her that the actual flyer is in the Meijer app. And then she looks at me and she's like, well, I don't have a cell phone. And that's a lie because when I walked up to customer service, she was on her phone playing some sort of game because I could see what she was doing. And so I pull out my phone and show her the flyer with this and asking again for the rain check. And it's like, you shot me down now twice and I'm showing you this. And then she's like, oh, this is why I can't write you a rain check because of an asterisk. I'm like, what? And I guess this is a thing that items with the asterisk in the flyer, they're not permitted to write rain checks. I guess because of abuse in the past or what, I don't know. I just wanted one rain check for one item, which isn't a big ask, but it was denied. And then I also asked, I'm like, hey, when is this product going to be in stock? And it was just another thing of, I don't know. I'm not head office. I have no idea what shows up on the truck. It was just attitude on top of attitude. And when I got home later that day, I actually did research this a little bit because I'm like, this is just so bizarre. I kind of want the details on what this really is. And yeah, it's actually in their fine print of the flyer and is actually on their website. They offer no rain checks for any pricing of items at that store, which is really weird because you'd think that most stores would. Not them anymore. It's not allowed. Very, very interesting. I thought her attitude, and she was very rude to me that morning, and I had had enough. Actually did call customer service to complain, and this is the kicker of why I really dislike Meijer. Meijer head office customer service just swapped me over to back to that store. So probably talking to her again, and I'm like, I just hung up. Ridiculous. That's why I'd rather shop at Walmart any other day of the week to buy my groceries than Meijer. Their point system is all messed up, and it's just like this sort of run-ins. I don't really deserve it. Even if you don't like a customer in front of your face, get somebody else to deal with them, or like a small ounce of professionalism. Say, hey, let me get your phone number. This doesn't make sense, and we'll get to the bottom of it, and we'll get a customer service rep to call you back, and we'll figure this out. Something. But just this attitude, just shutting somebody down, and yeah, we don't have any flyers back here, and the pad of rain checks is back there. Like, what? And guys, I did work customer service for many years, and offering just the smallest thing other than, no, 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 we're not doing that. Asterisk, asterisk, asterisk. I mean, come on. And how are we supposed to know about the asterisk? Like, it's just one of those things, just not nice. And if I see this lady in the future, I'm just going to leave. I will never go to customer service where she's there again, because what's the point? I asked 3 different ways for help and she refused to help me, and that isn't customer service. That's a lack of customer service. And what I suggest to you guys, if you're dealing with, a cashier that just doesn't like couponers or doesn't specifically like you, because this is an example, this lady does not like me, I would probably just walk out of the store, because what's the point, And the fact that they have no idea that they can't write rain checks, like, it's crazy. And then they'll say, oh, we have a pad of rain checks, but on their site it says no rain checks. And customer service also corroborated they don't write rain checks for anything. Very, very interesting. I know a lot of you are going through it. I get messages every other day of stories of you guys dealing with this, and I am not exempt to this behavior sometimes. And it's unfortunate, but sometimes you just have to think that they're having a bad day and they just took it out on you, and that's just it. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.